What is up, you guys? Happy Monday. I hope you're having a glorious day today. I decided to do like a little bit of a motivational Monday type of deal. I want to get y'all motivated for the week. I want to make sure y'all are on y'all's grind, and let's talk about some business. So today I'm going to talk about how I started my eyelash company. So I have an eyelash company called Champagne Lashes, and what they are cruelty-free mink eyelashes. To me, it was very important to have cruelty-free lashes because I have a lot of girls who are like, you know, vegan, and so sad if you watch the videos on, you know, how they treat animals and how they hurt them. And so I really wanted to make sure that, you know, I have the best quality lashes, and I really like how other lash brands are, like Lily Lashes and other more luxurious brands. And I didn't want to just have a basic lash brand. I wanted it to be something more high-end, and that's when I came up with the idea of starting my own lash company. And I'm going to give you tips and tricks on how to start your own lash company. So stay tuned. Alright, you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and just dive right into this. So the first thing I did whenever I was looking to start a lash company is I did a lot of research, and I watched a lot of videos such as the one I'm making now. So I did a lot of research, looked at a lot of videos on how can I start a lash company, what vendors should I be looking for, what are some key factors, how do I know, how am I not wasting my money. And you know, I saw a couple and they were pretty good detail, but I didn't really know how to start. So I kind of just jumped on in, and I knew that I had to do step number one. Step number one would be finding a lash vendor. So what a lash vendor is someone who's going to sell you the lashes that you're wanting at the quality you're wanting, and distribute it to you at a lower price so you can you know, add more to the price and make your money, and make sure you have like a pretty good margin in between. So how I found my lash vendor was going onto Instagram and honestly just typing lash vendor into the search bar. I'm going into Google, looking at, you know, vendor profiles on Facebook, and I just searched up a whole bunch of lash vendors, and I just came across one that had a good amount of followers. So I'm like, okay, they have followers. I looked at their followers and they look like reputable followers. I looked at their tags and see if anybody had used their lashes before, and I got really lucky because I found a specific company that just looked overall good quality. I reached out to them and they told me that they could customize my packaging, you know, customize what kind of lashes I want, and we were messaging back and forth. They had a wide variety from fox mink to cruelty-free mink to silk lashes, and you know, you name it, they have it, along with hair extensions and, you know, other things. And so I kind of had to make the choice of what kind of lashes I wanted to do. So what I did, and this is step number two, is I requested samples. You do have to pay for the samples, and they are going to cost you a little bit more than what it was for all the lashes. So I ordered, I think, about 10 or 15 samples of lashes, and they sent me a whole bunch of boxes and different ideas. I think I would say I paid $40 for everything, which isn't too bad. And I got all my friends together and we kind of sampled them, picked up the styles that we liked, and then I had all my friends wear them for about a week to see how they kept, making sure that these are going to be the luxury lashes that I want them to be. I don't want them to be one or two uses and they're breaking, they're ripping, the lashes are coming off. With mink lashes, they're a little bit softer, so you have to be really careful, because they can flare, they can fluff up, you can pull the hairs out. It's really easy to mess them up. So I wanted to make sure that they were good quality. So after I established that they were good quality and that they were like the type of lashes that I wanted to see, the bands weren't too thick, I wanted to make sure that they had, you know, good bands, I wanted to make sure that it sticks, I wanted to make sure that they stay, I want to make sure that they can last, you know, 2 to 3 weeks, because if you're going to be spending $18 to $20 on your lashes, you want them to last quite a bit. So after checking all that, I made my selection of the lashes that I really liked. So now that I had made my selection on my lashes, I went ahead and made a big purchase. I discussed packaging and discussed how I wanted it to look. So I first got my packaging done, and this is mine. So I actually had it say sparkle and shine with a pop of champagne. And I wanted a cute little logo, just something personal to put on. I know it's a little bit hard to see with the glitter packaging, but I honestly did not care. I was so in love with just the color, like it's the tone of like champagne. I had my logo made, and I'll tell you about the logo here in a minute. But I was just obsessed with the packaging. They're so pretty. And they let me pick out the color. They told me that I would just send them the logo, and I can tell you how I got the logo here in a minute. And that they would print it in, and then they sent me these as samples. Now, getting your custom packaging is going to be a little bit more expensive than it would be doing clear packaging. Maybe I was the only person who had a window. That was very important to me, was to have this window. Originally, this was just a solid box, and it would have just had a big logo on it. But I wanted to make sure that you would be able to see my lashes. So there that is. Okay, so with the logo, before I sent them my request on the packaging, I went on this site called Fiverr, and I'll link it down below. And what Fiverr is just, you can, you know, check out other people's logo making. I think they also make websites and videos and custom make all this stuff for me. I think I paid about $5 for my logo to be made, and she made it transparent. They'll do as many revisions as you would like. And so I just had them made, and then I sent it to my vendor, and they were able to print it on my boxes and then sent me like samples like this to review it to make sure it's what I liked. So with my lash vendor, I'm not going to give out my vendor because it took me a lot of research and a lot of time. It took me about 3 months to figure everything out and to get the ball rolling, and because it's coming from China, it takes quite a long time to get here, so it took me a lot of research. So I'm not going to give y'all my vendor, but you know, just know that to do your research, reach out to them, know what you're talking about. They have different hours than us, so you know, be ready to spend time maybe a little bit later at night or earlier in the day messaging them depending on where your vendor is located at. Another thing that was really important was I was able to kind of like tour. They already have a lot of videos with my vendor on their Instagram page where they show like how their factory looks. I want to make sure it was a clean factory. I want to make sure it was well kept. I want to make sure, like, yes, this is cruelty free. I want to, you know, you want to, everything I say, I need to back it up by facts. So if I have any issues with my lashes, you know, I can go strictly to them and say, okay, like, you made my boxes incorrect. You didn't ship me the right amount. You shipped me the wrong type of lash. I want to make sure I had a really good relationship with my vendor and make sure that all my lashes were consistent, which they were. And I was lucky to get this done in the first try. So, you know, I can only hope the best for y'all too. But just making sure that you trust your vendors and they trust you. Okay, so now that I've sent them my logo and sent them the kind of box that I wanted, now they were into packaging and packaging my lashes. So I'll go ahead and give you a peek at some of my lashes. Okay, so here's one of my lashes. And this one right here is Mimosa. And what they did was send me a big box, and they were all kept in their number order. So they send them just like this, and then they have the number order. I didn't let them print the names on my lashes because I still hadn't figured out what I wanted to name each one of them. So they have a code right here equal to the code that they will give you whenever you're ordering it, so I know which ones I'm ordering. So what I would do is whenever someone places an order, I have an order code, so it doesn't just show me the name of the lashes, but it also shows me the order code so I can keep up with inventory. And then whenever someone orders it, I just peel this off, and then I will tape on the name of the lash. So this one I would tape on Mimosa. You can see how gorgeous they are. There they are. So like I said, they would send me, I ordered a pretty big bulk of these. I think I ordered 200 total. So depending on the type of lash you get, so they have like the 5D, they have like dramatic ones, they have more natural ones, thicker bands, thinner bands, and you can see like with my more natural lash, I'll zoom y'all in on this. See on this one how thin that band is. I want to make sure that it's not too bulky, it fits the eye pretty comfortably. This is my style in Dom. So this is Dom. I wanted to make sure that the lash was really comfortable and all this stuff, so they sent me a pretty big bulk. And how it came was each number was a range. So if it was like a 3D 6'5", the first layer would be 3D 6'5", the second layer would be the other one. And I believe I ordered, I want to say around 7 total. So after I got all my lashes in, I personally had checked them, make sure everything was correct, everything was, you know, in order. They all looked good. There was no issues with them. I was so lucky to not have any problems. The lashes that I ordered, they all came out so beautifully. And then I went ahead and started on my website. I just went on to Wix.com and created my own website. If you want information on how I create my website, go ahead and like and comment down below, and I'll make a separate video for that if that's something y'all are interested in. But go ahead and like this video and comment down below so I know that that's what y'all want for the next video. So besides that, I went ahead and created my website, took some photos and professional photos of my lashes, and I'll go ahead and drop those right now. And then I pay a monthly subscription for my Wix account. With my Wix account, it lets me know how much inventory I have. I put it in, and then it lets me know, it tells me who's ordered, where they're located at, and then I actually realized that whenever I go to ship my lashes out, it's just a lot cheaper for me and more beneficial for me to do it through USPS than it would be FedEx. I was doing FedEx for a long time, and I felt really bad because it was costing me $7 to $10 to ship. Even in the area, it was pretty expensive, so I was having to do high shipping. But now I was able to get shipping down to $5, and that's for whether you get 1 pack of lashes or you get 10 packs of lashes. It's just a flat fee of $5, so I think that's really cool now. And then I can do some discounts and promos. I have a lot of my good friends, like Smire Fit and my friend Jasmine and my friend Eliana. I have a lot of good friends who promote me, and I think it's good to like ship people lashes who you know are going to promote you and who are going to give you business and do something, you know, in return, of course, whether that be giving them free product to use, you know, or giving them like an ambassador code, you know, whatever that is for you. I think it's really smart to do that. So down to the pricing of what I pay for the lashes, the bigger the bulk you get typically, and I think that's just with anything, even with Costco, the bigger the bulk you get, the less they're going to be. And also depending on the packaging you get is how much they're going to be. So my packaging is a little bit more glam. It's not your typical, you know, plastic packaging or your black and white packaging. It's, you know, pretty luxurious. I do hair and makeup, I do bridal, so I just wanted to make sure that it's something that, you know, you're attracted to see, you're okay with pulling out. You know, I want it to be like whenever you put your lashes up, it keeps them, you know, safe. It's a magnetic box, so it just closes like that. It's, you know, pretty heavy duty. I didn't want it breaking. Sometimes with plastic ones, they like break, you crack it, and you know, you don't like them, and so you throw them away, and then whenever you take your lashes off, you misplace them. Well, I wanted it to be like, this is glam, this is pretty, you're okay keeping this, you know, on your makeup counter to hold your lashes and have something that's like attractive to the eye. So with doing my lashes, I always send a thank you. So this is one of my thank you cards. It has some of the photos that I have, and it says thank you. It might be reading backwards, but I promise it reads normal for me. But it says, you know, thank you. It has my Instagram tag right here, so you can go ahead and follow on Instagram. And then I turn this way, and then it tells you thank you. It has my logo, Champagne Lashes, sparkle and shine of a pop of champagne lashes. It has my website, and then it has your 15% off and your coupon code. Video, you actually can use this 15% off coupon code to order your lashes. How cool is that? So you don't have to pay full price, just drops you all a little discount. But I think it's important to give back. It is a one-time use code only, so I believe you can only apply it to one item. But it's still something really cool to give back to all my customers who shop with me and spend their money with me. I really do appreciate it. So anyway, we covered the basics, how I got my vendor, how I came up with my logo, the back and forth between me and my vendors, my pricing. So I price my lashes anywhere from $16 to $20, depending on how glam they are. My more glam lashes are going to be more expensive, and my less glam of a lash is going to be a little bit cheaper. Depending on how much you order is what your margin is going to be looking like. So if you only order 50 lashes, you're going to be paying a little bit more. If you order a more luxury box, you're going to be paying a lot more. If you do like a small packaging, it can cost you $5 a box. That's not a big margin. If you sell them for like $10 or $15, and you know, it's just not that big of a margin. So you want to order a lot, as many as you can afford. Start off small when you're building your business. Make sure you find people who can promote you. But whenever you see it start scaling, you want to order your things in bulk. It does take about a month to 2 months to get over to the US, because they're like making these boxes, they're putting the lashes together, making sure everything's perfect. So you do, you know, need to spend time with it. Make sure that you know, your margins are good. Make sure you're not spending more than you're making, or you're spending not enough to make a difference. If you're making $3 a lash box, I mean, you know, why are you opening a business? You know, you can sell 100 of them, you only make 300 lashes, you know, $300 on your lashes, which isn't a lot, because right now I'm honestly probably scaling about 10 to 15 boxes a month in sales, mainly because I do mine in person. I don't have that many that order online, so I'm not doing much on online sales. So, you know, you want a bigger margin to fill that gap. You know, maybe whenever you start getting busier and you're selling a lot more, let's say you're selling 100 a month or 200 or 1,000 a month, that's when you can start, don't ever sell yourself short with this business. Never sell yourself short, but give back. So instead of saying, okay, let's drop my prices, instead of $18 or $20, you drop them to 10 or 15. Instead of dropping your prices, do something for your clients to make them feel special. Say, okay, you know, I know that you're a loyal client, you're a loyal customer, and you've been spending money with my company, so I'm going to give back to you. And by doing that, you give them 15 or 20% off, or buy one get one free. Never sell yourself short, but always reward people who are supporting you. Alright guys, so that is it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. This is how I started my lash company. If y'all have any questions, go ahead and comment below. Like and subscribe to my video and ring the notification bell. If you want to see more videos, like I said, just let me know. I'll go ahead and be posting a lot more. Maybe every Monday I'll do something around my business. And I think that's all I got for y'all. I hope you'll have a great Monday, and I'll see you next time.